Welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
And we're just a rambunctious couple in love that loves reacting to some RWBY.
Yes, we do.
So this is RWBY Volume 7, Episode 8. If you want all of our reactions to this series, we have a playlist. And if you want early ad-free access, you can get a month ahead by joining Patreon. The link is in the description of this video.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this.
Let's do it.
Keep dreaming about a better world. You keep wishing for some clarity. Always hoping that a lightning bolt is gonna save you from this gravity. You're holding out for some romantic life. Maybe you'll wake up in a world of charm. Oh, but what deep can set you free? You don't have to dream. Your life's a masterpiece. If you just believe, then all you see is all you need. Right now your hopes are shattered, just boy in the same ever after. But in time you'll find through love your power just shines. When you don't know where to turn to, and you're sure all hope is gone. When the day you waited for won't come, and dark won't yield to dawn. Trust light. Open up your eyes. Trust light. The truth is there, but sometimes in disguise. The winds say that we're together, holding toward the light. When we trust in love and open our eyes.
Only my father would turn a hostile takeover into a fluffy PR move. On the news, he said he just wanted to break bread and hash things out. Maybe it won't be so bad. We do want the general to start opening up to these people, right?
Yeah, but on his terms. Ironwood's going to be locked in a room at his rival's own dinner party. No, Jacques says he's happy to moderate, but all that really means is he'll be the one controlling the conversation.
Not hard to imagine how that's gonna play out.
I still can't believe he won. Robin was supposed to be the people's champion, wasn't she? There's just too many coincidences.
You really think your dad might have something to do with Salem?
I think my father would do whatever it takes to win.
Yep.
And we should do the same. Meaning? Well, no one knows your dad better than you. And out of everyone going tonight, I'd say you're the only one who could snoop around the house and not be questioned.
Smart.
If Jacques Schnee's up to something, I think we should know what it is.
Interesting, RWBY referred to him as Jacques Schnee instead of your dad.
Suppose we should smile for the cameras?
Sir, with all due respect, you'd have to pay me.
Yes!
Nice.
Well done, winner. A lot of happy faces.
Good evening, everyone.
Where's Klein?
What an interesting way to say, hello, dear brother, how have you been? I'm afraid you won't find him here. He was let go. I can't imagine why. General, exactly how large do you think our dining room table is?
I happen to know it's enormous, but most of my guests will be on standby in case the council requests additional eyewitnesses. Until then, I'm sure they'll be happily celebrating your father's victory.
For those of you joining us in the dining room, please follow me.
Wish us luck. I mean, they already invited you, didn't they?
Care for a drink, sir?
No thanks. I think I'll just stick to patrolling the grounds.
Words out of my mouth.
Right, well, don't wander off, don't break anything, and be ready in case the general calls on you.
Hors d'oeuvres?
Let's see them out of house and home.
Counterpoint, how about we do wander off, consider breaking things, and then all that other stuff?
We'll
Yeah.
be in touch.
Dear sister, I was hoping we could use this time to catch up.
Yeah, he doesn't trust you.
Oh,
I have to know. Why did you go through so much trouble to leave home only to come crawling back?
Ooh.
This might be a problem.
Is he eating like a single Oreo?
It looks like it.
Please. Have a seat.
Councilman Sleet. Councilwoman Camilla.
Councilwoman Hill would have had a nice ring to it.
Mm-hmm.
Though I suppose I should just be grateful I got invited to the table.
Miss Hill, that vigor of yours is precisely why we're grateful to have you with us tonight.
What is she doing here?
What we're all doing here, James, addressing the concerns of our kingdom. Which means we have much to discuss.
Cool shot.
Indeed. I was hoping we could start by...
Are we safe with her here, by the way? I do recall some confusion regarding her involvement in that horrific massacre.
As the official report stated, that footage was doctored. Penny is completely under my control.
Which is concerning, I think.
Concerning?
Let's talk about exactly what it is you control.
Why won't this kid buzz off?
We need to do something.
Yep.
What was that earlier about breaking things?
She wants to do it.
well, Whitley, I'm sure the company is lucky to have you. But if you'll pardon me...
And where exactly is it that you're going?
Careful! Messy food coming through!
Right, the company has promised me my own parking space. Maybe.
Care for a drink?
Don't mind if I do.
Oh no! Look out!
I'm going to go get some more. Oh yeah.
Oh, all over him. Yes. Oh.
Thank you. Thank you.
If you'll excuse me.
The fact of the matter is, you've operated with a fair amount of autonomy for the past few years, James. But what we need now is for you to work with us.
Sir, I have...
It's obvious that no kingdom intends to declare war on Atlas. We had no involvement in the incident at Haven. We have proof our drones weren't acting on orders at Beacon. At this point, the closure of Atlas borders is only serving to hurt our relations with the rest of the world.
The rest of the world? It's hurting us. The people of Atlas are suffering, and they want to know why.
Quite right, Ms. Hill. And I'm afraid there's more than just your choices that have brought harm to our citizens as of late. Have your forces found any additional evidence as to who is slaughtering innocent civilians down in Mantle?
That is an ongoing investigation, the details of which are classified, I'm afraid.
I'm afraid of the ever-growing list of classified information you seem to be keeping. I asked our fellow councilmen here to shed some light on your Amity Coliseum project, and as it turns out, they know about as much as I do.
Even you don't know?
The Amity Project will help with all of the issues you presented. But you have to understand that discretion is a top priority at this time.
Are you saying you don't trust us?
You can't just buy trust like everything else. You have to earn it.
I couldn't have said it better myself. General, if I may be blunt, you have spent what little trust this council had left in you. The hacker who turned Atlas drones against us was never captured. Whoever's been murdering your critics is still at large. How are we supposed to give you our trust when you've given us nothing as of late?
That's not what—
Winter. That's enough.
Yeah, you let it get personal.
Excuse me.
Walked right into your dad's trap.
Although, whether she had said anything or not, he still was going to get to that eventually.
Yeah.
And he just helped her get to it sooner.
Miss Schnee? Is everything okay?
I'm fine, thank you. Keep up the great work.
Hello, darling.
What's to say she was bringing those glasses from somewhere.
Are you okay?
Gotta check out the mom.
I'll be fine. I just let my emotions get the better of me.
What do you mean?
You wouldn't understand.
No, I'll try her.
Oh. Right.
No. What I mean is, this place holds a lot of memories for me specifically. I thought I was in control, but you heard me. I sounded like a petulant child.
I thought you sounded fine. You were just speaking from your heart.
And that is precisely the problem. I should have just stayed in line.
I guess you're right. I don't understand.
I'm sorry I couldn't come down for your party. I'm afraid I'm not feeling well.
It's okay, Mom. It's fine.
What are you doing in your father's office?
Just looking for something I left.
What are you doing in his office?
That's right, you left. You left.
I need to use Father's computer.
Why?
Because I think you may have done something. Something wrong.
I thought we all simply assumed that at this point.
Yes, well, some of us are trying to do something about it.
Something a bit more productive than that.
Mm-hmm.
He started locking his home computer. But he still has blind spots.
You put a camera in here?
I put them in every room of this house. For our safety, in case I ever needed to. You haven't come back to stay, have you?
Oh.
No.
Good.
Good. A man came by. I'm afraid your father may be involved in something more dangerous than he realizes.
It involves cake.
No matter what happens, Weiss, please don't forget about your brother.
Oh, no.
Whitley wants nothing to do with me.
Of course not. You left him alone. With us.
Yeah, but he's like a mini-me of your father.
Does he have no other influences in his life?
Who are you?
It's not like he was an infant when she left.
Yeah, it's a problem. And he's a litter bug. Santa?
Hey, Mom! It's snowing!
I feel like that's gonna be like ash. At least they spilled wine on the brother. That's probably if we're able to accomplish this episode. I feel like this is just one big setup, and the next episode is going to be a lot of shitty things happening.
I loved how much fun Nora had with the spilling of the things. We so need Nora this season.
Yeah.
She's been a hugely important comic relief. We finally met Weiss's mom.
Yeah.
And sadly what I expected in a lot of ways.
She's so broken.
She is. I mean, just broken to her soul and so unhappy. And yet can't or won't leave.
Yeah, I mean, because she talks about, like, you know, if I ever, and then she couldn't finish it, like, 'cause that's why she has the recordings there, and like, if I ever needed to. So, yeah, she just, I don't know, feels so trapped and it's given up, but like, there's still a part of her in there, though. I think that's willing to fight, but it just hasn't come out yet.
And I think we as people often find ourselves in positions where we believe we're trapped because we forget that we have the power of choice.
Yeah.
I don't know why Weiss's mom believes that she's trapped, but I do bet you there's a choice in that. You know, whether it's she'll lose all her wealth because he's amassed it. You know, like, she was the power in the family. She's the one who brought, I believe, from what we've heard in the past in other episodes, like, she was the power and the wealth that came to the marriage. Like, I think he was the social climber and she was the one who came from the background of having those things. So, like, you would think, oh, if she left him, she'd be fine. Maybe he's done some dirty, underhanded things to make that not possible. But, like, God, you're so unhappy. Wouldn't it be better to be free?
You know, you bring up, and I'm trying, oh man, racking my brain this since you said it about the line. I believe it's from the Eagles song, I'm Already Gone. And it's just like, so often we live our lives like we're in chains, and we forget that we're the ones that have the key. And so, like, yeah, it just kind of like goes back to that. Yeah, like, you know, the feeling of being trapped, but like not realizing that you have the power and you have the key to like to get out of it. I like that she talked about, because I mean, some people had said also in the comments, like, you know, don't give up on the brother, and the brother, like, you know, the influences that he's had. And I kind of like align with you as well. I'm just like, well, yes, like, Winter left, and then eventually Weiss left. But like you said, like, it sounded like they left like when he was a baby or whatever. And Winter left Weiss for, I don't know, I can't remember the difference between them in ages. But, you know, like, Weiss, I don't know if the difference, like, there's probably a bigger difference between Weiss and the brother versus Winter and Weiss. I feel like Winter and Weiss are closer in age, probably.
Yeah.
I like that the mom said that, at least, and said that, you know, like, clearly the kid's aligned himself with the dad because I guess he feels like that's the only option that he has, and because, like, you know, everyone else has, I don't know, abandoned him or just kind of like given up on him already. And so it's kind of one of those things of, all right, well, I guess then I think naturally boys would try to, like, you know, emulate their father, and girls try to emulate their mother or whatever, and like that like attachment. I don't know if that's like always the case, but I mean, it kind of makes sense. Like, I grew up with all brothers, so, you know, I wouldn't really know. I mean,
if everybody has given up on the brother, that is a case of, hey, you made your bed, now you lie in it. You're walking around like a mini me of your dad. Your dad is a huge asshole. One should not walk around as the mini asshole. Like, you're not doing yourself any favors here. And by doing that, you're also not showing us that you know any better, which isn't inspiring faith and optimism in those around you that you're going to be a decent person. All of that being said, while he is repugnant because he emulates his father, unlike his father, he hasn't done anything unforgivable.
No.
So
he's still young enough, like, you know, he can change. Like, the dad's who he is. He's not going to change.
No, the dad's never going to change. But the only hope for the brother, I feel like, is to get him away from the father.
Yeah.
And so far, in his eyes, his father hasn't done anything that's made him want to move away.
True.
And so he's old enough that you couldn't take him away from the father because he's too enamored by him. He would be dying to get back to him. So he has to be able to see that his father is a piece of shit.
Yes.
That's the only hope for him, is to have that realization and then change accordingly.
I feel bad for Penny.
I know.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel bad for her. That scene, like, you won't understand because, you're not human. And then her just kind of feeling like she doesn't kind of like, those human emotions. I hope she doesn't give up on herself and think that she is just this, like, I don't know, war machine.
She's not.
Yeah, she's more than that.
And she does have feelings.
Mm-hmm.
It's sad to think that the humans around her don't recognize that. Like, I didn't even like when the general was like, "Oh, she's under my complete control."
Yeah, I didn't like that either.
I was like, she's an autonomous person.
Mm-hmm.
Back up. But she has it. And as long as she knows that she has it, then eventually I feel like the people will come around.
Let us know what you thought about this down below in the comments. And if you want early ad-free access, get a month ahead in our reactions. Check out the description of this video for a link to Patreon.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for checking out our reaction for RWBY Volume 7, Episode 8. But just keep in mind
that our reaction is definitely not definitive.